I'm here to talk about things that we find embarrassing in 2026. And this is specifically within the spiritual communities. I just want to say, first of all, some of us have walked this path for decades, learning and mastering whatever it is that we do, whatever our chosen modalities. By learning, I speak for the people who have enrolled and learned. I speak for the people who have been mentored. I speak for the people who are in possession of certifications and at different levels thereof. Meaning that when we speak or teach, we are not merely thumb sucking, but we know what we are doing. We know what we are about to the level where, should there be risks involved, we have antidotes for those. But now there is this copycatting behavior that is on the rise globally, but it is on the rise in South Africa to a point where scamming is involved. People want other people to do all the groundwork and hard work so that they can come and just copy and snatch that. There's a term for that, plagiarism. Another is copyright infringement. It's a violation. Never mind identity theft, where a person's style and likeness, the way they talk, the way they move, the way they present themselves, is stolen. It's one thing to be inspired by a person. It's another thing to go ahead and right on steal someone's stuff. Worse when this is done by people who are unqualified, who simply don't know what they're talking about, but take it as far as attempting to teach it before they've mastered it, thereby spreading misinformation to others, misleading others, adulterating information, ruining legacies of those who have worked tirelessly, sometimes for decades and multiple decades, to reach a certain level of understanding of what they do. It is disrespectful. Behind copying someone else's work is also the risk of destiny swapping, because that is what destiny swappers do. They will study you, follow you, and before you know it, they are behaving like you, dressing like you, doing everything that you do. So people, you need to be careful. As a country, our socio-economic dynamics have made it such that people run into spiritual spaces and spirituality as means to make a quick buck. In other professional spaces, you will not find a medical school teaching the whole A to Z, such that you would expect to sit and feed off of pages online and then come out claiming to be a qualified medical doctor. A driving school will never do that, because we understand the risks of trying to teach driving, let alone advanced driving, online. And then have people run around with papers claiming to be seasoned drivers from that. Subsequent to this, I've decided that I will offer my services as a medium. Yes, I might give advice here and there about some astrological stuff in stones, but I'm no longer going to do it for free. Because anyone who seriously needs help will know how to contact the relevant people. Not on social media at that. Privately. And receive the help that they need. And I'm starting to believe that this is exactly the reason why certain information was never disseminated and imparted in public in the first place. There are scammers out there who are engaging in identity theft. Lately, I saw on a podcast someone saying that they were contacted by someone who's in possession of an original manuscript by a famous South African healer. People, there's an app out there, Nano Banana app, can duplicate anyone's handwriting. Meaning I can take the whole Bible and put it against a sample of my handwriting, and it will republish that thing and make it look like the Bible is an original manuscript of mine. Do your due diligence, people. Check people's qualifications and certifications if you have to. That's where we need to take it with this. And I'm asking myself, the man survived by a wife. Did anyone verify with her? She would know whether or not something is one of his original manuscripts or not. Did anyone ask his daughter before running and stating such things in public? Yes, I can speak about that. I'm sitting here, having seen people adulterate information and knowledge about stones, one of whom has written greatly about hematite and given it a Zulu name and serpentine, and renamed it to Iswabuli. Has anybody asked if this person has been trained in gemology or any modality to do with stones, or been mentored by any master within the gemology realms? Possibly not. The other thing that people are doing habitually that is disturbing is making contact with us and interacting with some of us privately, claiming to need advice or knowledge about this and that, and before they've even processed and assimilated that knowledge enough and integrated it within, they've gone and run to reteach it, often making mistakes, embarrassing themselves and us as a country. Do you know how difficult it's becoming as a South African to go out there and be an ambassador for anything metaphysical coming out of this country? Because we are becoming known as this space that is filled with witches and witchcrafts and people that do nothing but engage in spells